welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you really love it here, and welcome to the family. I hope you stay. And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning back in. In this video, I'll basically just be showing how to practice healthy habits, how to stay practicing those healthy habits, and just creating a good routine for you so that you can have a productive year, I'd say. So I hope you guys really do enjoy it. So here I was just cooking and meal prepping for the week. It was a Sunday, so Sunday has been my chosen day for me to basically meal prep, and I will cook my dinner for at least 4 days out of the 5 minimum, and I will also make lunch as well for the week. This has just honestly been such a game changer. I would 100% recommend meal prepping, even if you're a person who can't eat 3 of the same meals every single time. Then cook 4 different meals or 3 different meals that you don't have to keep on repeating the same meals. Trust me, on Sunday you do be tired after cooking, but you find that throughout the week you'll honestly thank yourself, because you come back from work, or if you're in school, you come back from school and you have time to yourself. You have time. You don't have to cook. You don't have to think about, what am I going to eat? And you've also made healthy meals as well. And this has also been like a great way for me to also just cut out buying takeaways or eating out. I'm trying, that's like one of my goals this year, is to not eat out or buy takeaways as often. I want to cook as much as I can. So this has really just been like a great way for me to stay on that goal, or basically fulfilling that goal that I have for this year, and basically just going forward in life. But I was making some steak stir fry, I'd say, but I was gonna serve it with some rice and green beans. And that was my meal prep done. For lunch, I just made some chicken and mayo, which I was just going to pop in some bread with some avo. I 100% believe in having an everything shower. I think this is really good for feeling good about yourself. And you don't have to do an everything shower every single day. It's usually done once or twice a week. I do mine on Thursdays and on Sunday nights. And during this everything shower, you would do a routine or shower routine that you don't do on a normal or every single day basis. So for me, that would usually be exfoliating my body, cleansing twice with a bar soap and with the body wash that smells amazing. So I would highly recommend this. It really makes you feel so good. If you're an OG on this channel, then you would know that journaling is something that I love and have been practicing since varsity days, but I think I kind of fell off of that last year. I would barely journal, or I'd journal on days where I felt like not mentally great. And I honestly think that journaling should be a part of your routine and included as one of the healthy habits that you practice. I know not everyone is really into this, but even for me, when I started, I was like, it is a little bit weird. But get yourself a journal that maybe already has questions, or maybe find questions on Pinterest that you can ask yourself. So I like to journal at night, and then I will usually write about how I've been feeling, how my day was, and so forth. So that's what my night journaling is all about, how I basically feel after the day. And then during the morning, I like to journal about write affirmations basically for the day. So that's the 2 times that I do journal at night and in the morning before I start my day. The mornings, I usually like to start off my day with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Usually on the weekends, I've actually been trying to not drink as much coffee unless I feel like I really, really do need it. I really needed it this day. So I started my morning off with a cup of coffee, and this really just kind of sets my day, and it's the start or the beginning of my day. So I always like to start it off with a beverage that makes me feel good, and I honestly drink coffee just because it tastes good. And then I just paired it off with some yogurt and blackberries and a little bit of honey. I was gonna go to the gym, that's why I just had something really light and nothing too filling. And then I like to journal. As I said that in the mornings, I've been trying to journal, and this is where I will look for affirmations, usually on Pinterest, that I want to set for my day, or something that I can write down just to set the tone of my day. And then I also like to write down 5 things that I'm grateful for. And I just find that doing this really just brings your mood up. In the morning, you honestly start your day strong. You start your day much more positive and much more happier. So if you do journal in the morning, write down the things that you are grateful for, and it will lift up your mood. It's important to set a routine for yourself. Usually I will wake up in the morning around 5 a.m. when it's during the week, because I like to go to the gym early, or on the weekend I'll wake up a bit later, around 6 or 6:30 as well, to also go to the gym. So I wake up and I just clean myself up. I'll brush my teeth, wash my face, and this just kind of wakes me up. Working out, I think, is a self-explanatory healthy habit. I joined the gym last year, October, but I think working out doesn't mean that you have to have a gym membership and be going to the gym regularly. Working out is going for a walk regularly. It's also running, if you're a person who does also enjoy running. It's doing some home exercises, doing some yoga, basically keeping your body moving so that you remain physically healthy. So I came back from the gym and I took a shower, and I ordered some groceries that I needed from Checkers 6060. And I just wanted to show you guys how I actually organize my meat. So I buy these little packets, and then I'll usually put the meat into the sizes or portion size that I usually would cook or eat for myself. This really helps me so that I don't have to keep on defrosting the full pack of meat, that actually can make the meat go off. So doing this really does help, so that I can just take one portion size. And then I made myself a healthy, high protein breakfast, just an omelette with some fruit and bread. I also just want to mention that eating healthy is not about eating rabbit food, basically eating only spinach, salads, carrots, and limiting yourself in terms of what you can eat. I believe in eating a well-balanced meal, and what that means is having a bit of protein, having a bit of carbs, having a bit of fat, having a bit of sugar. Of course, some things you can't have a lot of sugar. You can't be eating cake every single day. You can't be eating carbs in every single meal and high fatty carbs. But what I'm trying to say is just it's important to have like all the types of food in your system. It's not good to limit yourself, for example, in I'm not gonna eat any carbs at all, unless you are on a diet that was recommended by a health professional. That is something totally different. But I believe in having well-balanced meals. So what that means for me is that I'm going to have a high protein meal that has some carbs, that has some fruit as a source of sweetness and so forth. So doesn't mean that eating healthy means that you're gonna be just depriving yourself of things that are good, such as sugar and so forth. There's other forms of healthy sugar, healthy fats that you can substitute. And then also cleaning your space, another thing that I think is self-explanatory. Now, I believe that cleaning your space, I usually will clean my space like fully and thoroughly on a Saturday or a Sunday, but usually on a Saturday. But during the week, it helps to try and keep your space clean. Wipe the kitchen counters, sweep the kitchen. When you're getting ready in the morning in the bathroom, just picking up after yourself, putting away your makeup, whatever it is that you used. And it really does just help to keep your space clean, so that when you do have to clean or thoroughly clean on a specific day, it's not too much for you and you are still able to feel like you rested.